Hey mommies, creators, and manifestors of all kinds. I want to talk about how to make manifesting work for your busy schedules. I have what has worked for me and what I hope works for you. You have goals as a mother and you have goals as a wife, but what are your goals for yourself? You'll sit here and fill up your whole day cooking, cleaning, getting this done, maybe going to work, picking up the kids, taking care of the kids. You do all this, but what about for you? If I can have you get to anything, it would be that feeling you want to feel right now. And that feeling could be accomplished in a day. That feeling could be accomplished in a year. You know, it took a whole year for me to feel what I wanted to feel because I hated life. Postpartum, I hated it. This feeling you want to feel, whatever it is, take that feeling. And what we are going to do is we're going to use tools to get to that feeling. And these tools can be used alone and can be used together. First thing, intentions. My intention for today was to have patience with myself, but to push myself. I had a lot of patience with myself. Okay, I had a good 2 hours of patience with myself. And then I sat there and I said, what the fuck am I doing? Just do it. This is me doing it. An intention should be something that you could embody right now if it's easy, you know. Sometimes my intention for the day is to not lose my shit. Your intention should be something that you can accomplish. I love creating daily, monthly, yearly intentions, and those intentions can change. Nothing you put is like law, you know, it's not like, okay, you said this so you have to do this. No, it can change. I want to sit here and say don't hold yourself back, but sometimes you're not ready for things, and that's okay. It's okay to not be ready for things. It's okay to take your time. It's okay to not go forth with something because it just doesn't feel right now. That is okay. With this intention and this feeling, I want you to close your eyes if you can, or just think about it. What is something that means that you have accomplished this? Visualization. I have mind movies and I'm updating my mind movie. I still haven't created a vision board because y'all, I want to punch printers. Visualization, if you could close your eyes, think of one thing. What I like to think is one thing right when I wake up and right when I go to sleep. What I think right now is the golden YouTube button, that plaque. That is what I'm thinking about because I had to really think what would be the image that means I have accomplished this feeling. What does that item mean? That item means that if I had that fucking gold big button, I'm thinking it's heavy, everything. I try and imagine how it feels. That means I have money. That means I am in a way financially free in some way, shape, or form. That means that I have money to go to therapy. I can help other people not feel the way I felt postpartum or not feel the way I felt growing up. And so my visual is my little YouTube button that I will receive because I'm gonna fucking receive it. Now that we have that visualization, how can we align to that? A way I'm aligning is doing this video. I'm aligning to what I really want in my future. Even if I don't get enough sleep, I wake up early on these days that my man's home because I want to create, I want to have this. I want to wake up and have time to work out and have time to stretch and have time to do this. And I'm making sure I do that. Even if I'm fucking tired, I do not care. I wake up and I show the fuck up because I want this. If you want that, nothing will stop you. And sometimes it's harder said than done. You know, even if I'm just with baby girl, I'm like, I'm gonna get this done. You know, I'm gonna work on this. And then I get nothing done. And the feeling sucks sometimes. But you know what? I still did stuff with my time. I didn't just sit there and do nothing. I was busy. Affirmations. Just telling yourself, I got this. I can do this. I'm powerful. Affirmations are to help you along the way when things start dipping down, to keep going, to keep moving forward, to keep aligning. Sometimes the kids are a lot and you just have to sit here and tell yourself, I am a beautiful flower. I've told myself that. It has helped. Next thing, journaling. Stop keeping everything here. Stop keeping everything here. Journal. Let it out. There's different journalings. I love morning pages. Morning pages is what kept me going postpartum. Gratitude journaling. Sometimes writing 3 things you're grateful for. How can you use gratitude right now to get to that feeling? Maybe you don't even have it yet. Being grateful and feeling that gratitude for that, you will get that. You will. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but you will get it. Oh my gosh, we're not even in gratitude, we're in journaling. Journaling, how can you use it right now? What I like to do is sometimes when I feel something up here or my man being annoying, I write something out. Like something quick. Sometimes it's a sentence. What's in here should stay in here, because I think of the SpongeBob meme where like the filing cabinets and he's like, you have to get this out some way, somehow. Write it down quickly. You don't need to have a fucking journal. It could be a piece of fucking paper. Allow yourself to sit here and say, I'm stressed because of this. Allow yourself to feel and allow yourself to get rid of those emotions. Now forget. I think journaling is actually one of the best things you can do for yourself. Meditation, this one I suck at. I like to do guided meditations because I'm gonna be honest, a lot of times I've meditated, I've fallen asleep. So a way I am intentional with my meditation is I will try to sit down and not think about anything for maybe 5 minutes. What if you need to meditate but you can't get that moment right now? I can't even say go to the bathroom, because sometimes when you go to the bathroom you still got someone right behind you. If there's a moment that you really need it, put on that TV show, put on that song that your kid loves, and just step away for a moment. Close your eyes, just breathe in and breathe out, and just connect with yourself and give yourself that peace that you need in that moment. It's not easy, it really isn't, but it can be done. You can make it work. I have to ask you, if you stay in the negative feelings you feel right now, how is that going to help you reach the feeling you want? Sometimes it's just feeling that emotion every day is what you want to accomplish. In those moments where I'm happy, I like to really hold on and I like to really capture that feeling, because it's what I'm asking for, it's what I want. And if I'm always rushing, I'm not allowing myself to feel that feeling. Figure out why you feel those bad ones, but let that shit go. With any baggage, you're gonna have to open it. You're gonna have to figure out your feelings. You're gonna have to open your past. You're gonna have to open the things you don't want to fucking open and figure it the fuck out. You're gonna have to, and you will. It all comes in due time. None of this needs to be done today. You can use one tool today, and just using that one tool, like imagine if you could feel that bit of the feeling you want to feel every day. You are showing like the world, God, whoever you believe in, I don't judge, I don't care. You're showing them that you want this feeling, and you will do whatever you can to connect to that feeling. You will work on the bad to get the good. They always deliver. Detachment, open it, figure it the fuck out, detach from it, okay? The only way you can align to who you want to be, that feeling, is detaching from those old feelings, okay? And sometimes it's detaching from habits. What are habits you have that keep you in that negative feeling? Detachment's hard, and detachment could be easy. I feel like certain tools you can use to detach, and you don't even realize you're detaching. Girl, I believe in journaling of the mouth, where you just inspired action. This is just being intentional with your actions, with everything that you do. You want to create actions that are intentional to reach that feeling. When I was writing the script out, at first I was being intentional with my actions, and then after I was writing it for a few more hours, and after I was revising it, I was no longer being intentional. I was being scared. Me turning on the camera, telling myself fuck it, and just doing it is inspired action. Is me being intentional with my actions to get to this. It's easy to go with the movements, go with the flow, go what feels good. And I believe in following your gut and feeling good. How many times are you choosing to feel good because you're scared? How many times are the thing you're choosing to do actually holding you back, and it's not actually getting you to where you want to be? Not all action is good action, and not all action will get you to where you want to be. Hey y'all, it is the 8th day I'm editing this video, and I'm starting to realize that I did not answer the main gist of the question of how can you accomplish what you need to accomplish with your busy schedule? How can you use these tools with your busy schedule? So I wrote down like a breakdown. I'm just gonna tell you guys because that's what y'all kept watching, so I'm sorry. So with intentions, create one intention that is possible for you to accomplish. Second thing, visualization. What is one thing that means you've reached the finish line, that all your hard work has worked out? Third thing, alignment. You can do one thing that is aligning you to what you want to accomplish. Sometimes it's changing a habit, it's changing how you react. It can also be as simple as changing what you eat when you go out. Be intentional with your choices by thinking about your future and that feeling you really want to feel. Affirmations are great when you need to tell yourself what you need to hear because things are just dipping down or kids are being a lot, or you feel this pressure. If you don't do stuff now, you'll never reach that feeling. You tell yourself everything will work out because I will make it work. Right now is the time for me to plan and reflect, not to do, and that's okay. Journaling doesn't have to be as hard as people make it. There's different ways to journal. Sometimes I write a sentence because that's all I can do, and sometimes I do 3 pages. Sometimes I junk journal. Sometimes I write how my day went. If it was the perfect day, yeah, I still have my responsibilities. You will use journaling in its own way. Sometimes you just have to get out what you feel. Okay, and then you have gratitude, which is just saying 3 things or even one thing about what you're truly grateful for. Then you have meditation. Sometimes you just need to work on your breath in that moment. Sometimes you can't sit down and do a whole 20-minute guided meditation, but learning different breathing techniques can really help you through chaos. Detachment, it's like the yin and alignment is the yang. When you consciously make choices that involve change or being intentional to what you want in the future, you have to detach to align. But detachment can go deeper as detaching from the old things you may believe about yourself that are no longer true. I always felt not enough. I felt it and kept feeling it. After the age of 4, I have to detach from that feeling and tell myself I am enough. It's not easy, but needs to be done. And then inspired action is just being intentional with your choices you make so you can truly reach the feeling or future that you want. Boom. Manifesting is not easy. I believe everyone has their own way of doing things, and that's great. And I hope that through time and through confidence and through practice, I will be able to create these videos not only quicker, more detailed and more connected to you. I think what could help me is questions. I love answering questions. If people have questions, I can answer them. I can better connect what you may need to you. Maybe show you how you can use these steps in your life. Because it's not easy. It's possible, but it's not the easiest thing. Wow, this looks like I have a little light coming out of my head. Thank you for watching this video. Instead of saying like a motherfucker, I'm gonna say, remember to manifest like a mother. Y'all even ready for me? Bye guys.